there in YouTube land.
Hey guys.
If you don't know who we are, I'm Kevin and this is Frank.
I am.
Yeah, you're Frank.
I could've-
Cruising with Wheels. We want to welcome everybody to the live stream today. Currently, everybody's kind of filing in right now. I think we have 50 people watching right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. We are trying something a little new, guys. So if you see me looking around at some different things, it's some behind the scenes stuff that we're handling. So I am trying out YouTube for the creators as a new YouTube studio. And I have been fighting that with all of my might not to use it. I've been using the legacy program.
He didn't want to do it, but you know what? I don't know nothing about nothing, but I like it.
I don't know nothing about birthing no babies.
But I like it.
Right. I think I'm going to like it. So I'm just going to switch the thing. And I just have to tell Frank that now that I've switched what's going on, normally we see us, right?
Right.
You're not going to see us because there's a slight delay. So you see?
Oh, yes, I can.
You see
I
my
notice
hands
it.
there?
Yes.
And yep.
And you're not doing that, or you
Right.
did it already, or
Right.
I don't know what's happening.
It's a delay. But this way we can see a little bit more about what's going on in the live stream.
I know. Cool.
And it might help me a little bit more.
Well, that's exciting.
And, you know, this computer over here is delayed even more.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yes, it's very
I
confusing.
think I'll just concentrate on the chat.
So just concentrate on the chat. We're going to concentrate on the camera. And, you know, we want to welcome everybody to the live stream. We see some new names and we see some, I don't want to say old names. We'll say familiar names.
Very familiar
So let's go
friends.
around. And as we always do, we want to immediately thank all of the moderators that will be helping us today weed through comments and possible troll attacks.
Oh, be prepared for the trolls, because the trolls always know when we are live.
We do want to say thank you for being first in the chat today to Jack Barnett.
Yay,
We
Jack,
also
good for you.
want to welcome Tony Wilson, Stephen Klingerman, Mary LaFontaine.
Mary LaFontaine.
Hi, Chumley's brother, James B., Chantal Coat, Karen Carter, which we have to stop the hellos for a minute, and we really want to thank Karen. She sent us a wonderful
gift care package.
Oh my God, it was great.
Oh my God, I was so excited. It was like one exciting thing after another. I was unpacking.
So
it was like Christmas wish list.
So for those of you that aren't familiar, we had a group cruise back in January, and Karen Carter was one of the cruisers that came along with us.
She was with her husband, Len.
And Mallory.
And her daughter, Mallory, right.
And Karen and Frank were talking about Whataburger.
Yes, Whataburger. We don't have Whataburger here.
And so she sent us some Whataburger ketchup, because Frank puts ketchup on everything. She sent, I'm assuming the Tim Tams were for me, which I sampled, and they were delicious.
They were very good. I know. And a home recipe to make Tim Tams.
And a home recipe for Tim Tams, a home cooking book. A Texas
down home, yeah.
And an ornament for our tree.
Yeah, and don't forget the Texas pecan coffee.
Oh my gosh, yes, the coffee. So we will be sampling that throughout the week.
We were like this, Karen, we were like this.
It was great.
Oh my God.
I did have to fight at the post office, and we'll get to that in a minute, but we just wanted to say thank you to Karen. We also want to welcome David Guido. Is that Guido?
Yep. And
Father Guido Santucci?
And Warren Rudolph.
And Stewart, you skipped?
Yeah, and while I was getting to her, Marla.
Because Dave Guido, I'm going in order. Dave Guido, Marla,
I know, but
Stewart,
Warren
Laura.
was above Dave. You skipped him. And I didn't want to skip
I didn't
him.
see that because I saw Cruising with Wheels, Cruising with Wheels.
And that's why there are two of us.
Perfect!
Marla.
Laura.
Ziara Ramos.
Ladybug.
El Rondo.
Nancy C.
Annie Stanier.
Angela. What's that say?
And Arad Liba. That's all I'm going to say.
So fast.
I know. I'm hoping I said it right.
Now, Blaine is in the room today, and he is one of the moderators. He is new to being a moderator for Cruising with Wheels, but we want to thank him, of course, for being here today. Lenice, Betsy, Kathy, Helena.
On Draco TV.
Permission to come aboard, Captain.
Yeah.
You most certainly
That's
can. What's that say?
Viva's Mama.
Viva.
And don't
Viva's
forget
Mama.
Conchita Herrera. Anthony Patty, Diane Ekwachi.
Matt Burns.
Matt Burns, I know.
John. Oh, chat jumped.
Don't
John
chat.
Gorman's here. Hey, John.
Hey, John.
Midwest Katie. Sherry Schmidt.
Did we get Lisa H?
I
Kelly
don't
Janine?
know.
Mary Ellen
Mary
Dillon.
Ellen Dillon is here. Kelly. Vanessa Wyndham. She was also one of our group
Yeah.
cruisers.
Manuel Cake Daddy Pruitt.
Robert. Robert.
Shauna Brown. Deborah Week. That's how I'm going to say it.
Darren Hitland.
I'm changing your names.
I'm trying not to say last names because I just butcher them. What's this?
Andreco TV.
Andreco TV.
That's how I said it.
Deborah. And so I think we are caught up on the whole.
Kayapin?
Captain.
Kayapin?
Captain. Like, hey, Captain.
Hey, oh, okay.
Hey, Captain,
From
how you
Chicago.
Chicago.
Margie
It's
Hawk.
my kind of town.
Oh, Gavin here. Gavin Till from
Hi,
the UK.
Gavin. Gavin, what time is it there? Is it like 8 o'clock? I think it's 8 p.m. in the UK.
Gavin and Jamie were also on our group cruise. Miss WW.
And Gavin and Jamie were also on our NCL Escape cruise.
Yes.
They went to us.
We had twice.
Yes.
I know.
Double the pleasure.
I know.
Double the fun.
Now, Ms. WW says, first time catching you live.
Oh, really?
Yes. He's
Well,
always
welcome.
watched the replay. So glad. Again,
We have a great community,
Yeah.
and we're here to answer your questions. Maybe whatever you want to talk
I
about,
know.
guys, today.
Sabrina, Marcus, David and Jeannie,
Random Cruiser,
Karen Vowell.
Raymond Renaud,
Yes.
and Diane.
Oh, we've already Diane several times.
How do we say her last name?
Who?
Ikwachi?
Awachi? Awaki? We will need clarification.
Ikwachi. Ikwachi.
Sandy Woke. Carissa Jones is in the house.
Jamie said it is. It's 8 p.m. Jamie, do you keep changing your name?
I just said no.
Because I thought it was Jamie. Wasn't it Jamie
I'm sorry.
at one point?
To me, it's always Jamie. And if Jamie would stop changing it to James, he would stop confusing me.
Well, James will always be Jamie. to
Always
me.
be Jamie.
We'll always have
Yeah.
Paris.
And Cheryl Croft is in the room. Now, Cheryl was also on our group cruise.
Oh, yes, we didn't get to see the Queen speak.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
But we
She's
will,
giving-
I'm sure.
I'm sure we'll see. Brian Grandy. I know, so it's exciting. Oh, now Karen Vowell wants to know, what is a Tim Tam? I told you we should have brought the package down.
Well, I can go and get the package, but beware that the babies are upstairs and you will hear the noise because I can't turn. So my microphone and Frank's microphone are attached. Not attached to each other, but the main part of it, this is all behind the scenes stuff, which maybe one day we'll show you that.
Okay. That's really nice. Let's
so-
get to the Tim Tams.
Anyways, I will go downstairs and I will go get the Tim Tams.
Now, will they be able to hear me?
They'll hear you, and they're going to hear me and probably the baby.
Oh, my God, you're going to hear the little babies running around the kitchen probably. Oh, wow, the Tim Tams. You know, we first noticed the Tim Tams, and that was courtesy, again, of Jamie and Gavin, because when they were sending pictures from a cruise they were on, one of the cupboards in their cabin was stacked with packages of Tim Tams. And I
bet
said,
they can hear me.
And I thought I brought treats, okay, when we traveled. So that was the first time I got a glimpse of the Tim Tams.
Are you talking about Gavin and
Yeah,
Jamie?
so I've been jonesing for the Tim Tams and sending him out to see what he could find.
Okay, so let me bring up the other program so they can see, so that we can see what we're showing them.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys, these are Tim Tams. And I didn't really know what it was. Here, you want one?
No.
Well, I'm going to eat one then. And see, this is what it
It's
looks
a
like.
chocolate-covered
It's a
cookie.
I'll show you.
Okay, go ahead, eat one. They were very good.
Oh, maybe I'll have to have two.
No.
So it's like 2 biscuits or 2 cookies on the inside. You really can't see it, I don't think, very well. Because let me see if I can get closer. Tell me if you can see, Frank.
It's practically in my mouth.
You see how there's like a layer of cream on the inside? Anyways, it's very, very good. It's probably very rude for me to be eating a snack while we're on live, but
People
sorry.
are loving the Tim Tams.
They're so
Now,
good.
Now, I want to just say, Sherry Schmidt said
you close that?
that she met Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip when she was a young girl.
Wow.
Yeah, well, how awesomely cool is that?
These are so good, Karen. Oh my God.
Ooh. Don't get crumbs.
I'm not getting crumbs.
Yes, James, every mouthful is heaven. Yes, lots of heaven going to be happening later.
So I don't know. Gotta ask them if they can see this because I'm really not sure. This thing up here.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
I have no clue.
Look.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, is that what you said when it was pinned?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, this is all new.
This is all new. Guys, can you see in the top of the chat where I have taken and pinned one of our pieces of merchandise from Teespring, our store. And it's the I bought the drink warning, I bought the drinks package t-shirt. Oh, look, there I am eating. See how delayed it is? It is so delayed. It's so funny. Anyways,
Now,
and I think, watch, I think we can click on this. Indulge me for a minute because we this is new to us, so we're playing with this behind the scenes stuff from YouTube. I think I can click on this here. Or maybe I can't. Oh, maybe I gotta click the bubbles. Okay, click the bubbles.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's nice.
And do that, and it'll unpin it. And then I think
then you can pick something
and
else.
then I can go, okay, maybe somebody wants the Travel Safe Cruise Often t-shirt.
How cool is that? Oh, wow.
But it would go, oh, maybe it didn't work. It just disappeared.
Oh, now I'm upset.
Now I am upset. I am upset now. Anyways, I thought that was fun.
Anyways, but for those of you looking for the Tim Tams, I know that Karen said that she gets it from Walmart, right? And you were out scouting and
I
found it in several places.
I saw them at Target.
Yes. But now,
They were really
I
expensive
was
at
going to
our
say,
Target.
here in New York, it seemed to cost a fortune.
They were like $7, I want to say. $7 or $8
well,
for this thing.
Yeah, okay, forget that.
At Target.
Yeah, I'll be indulging myself, Karen, in the recipe you sent me to make them at home. So, yeah, that's, we're going to do that. Anyways, okay, so how is everybody doing? I mean, it is Sunday. It is Palm Sunday.
Now, I want to point something out because I noticed you're taking notes.
Yes.
And they probably understand because this is all new. So the number you're seeing is concurrent viewers.
Okay,
so
what does
the
that mean?
longer this goes on, the number's going to change. It means that is the most people we had a chat at one given moment, one time. So I can see the chat number over here.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So anytime you want to chat check, you just say, I want to chat check, and I'm sure Blaine will put the number in there.
Okay.
Okay?
God, it all went back on Blaine again.
Or somebody would tell us. And I can always look over here. See, because now that has dropped, right?
Right.
Now it's changed again, and this number is different over here.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Wow.
So, anyways, what do you guys want to talk about today?
Oh, Mary's putting in, Mary LaFontaine, Tim Tams from Amazon.
Ooh. See, we don't do a lot of Amazon ordering.
Well, we do for things like
Some things.
office stuff and travel stuff. I think that's primarily what we have used Amazon
But I
for.
know a lot of people order their toilet paper,
Oh, yeah.
their groceries, their... I'm amazed.
Yeah. Karen said that there were $3 at Walmart. God, we live in the wrong state.
Girl, I am going to Walmart when I am done with this. They'll kick my butt if I
You're going to get to
go.
Walmart and they're going to be like New York expensive.
So I ended up going to Home Depot today. I had to get a furnace filter. Well, we had a lot going on, right? So why don't you tell them what I woke up to?
He woke up to water in the basement on the other side of our studio, and a pipe is leaking. Yeah, that's what we woke up to. So.
I never shut that off.
No, I know. And it's, the thing is where that water line goes from the other side across the ceiling into the main. So if that pipe bursts, we got to shut the whole house off.
Yeah.
So there's a water problem now to deal with.
Right. And my whole goal in coming down here to go to that side was to change the furnace filter. We generally change ours like every 3 months. I get the really nice filter, so I only have to do that every 3 months instead of every month.
God, we still have dust in this house. I swear to God.
And well, that's what prompted me to look.
Oh, geez, I swear there's a dust fairy that's
'Cause
going around the
did you
house
see?
sprinkling dust.
Did you see I dusted
Yes.
the family room? And that's why I went, oh, I wonder if the furnace needs to be changed, the filter. Anyways, that's where I noticed all the water. So I went to Home Depot and I forgot to tell you. They have tents outside that are all kind of connected.
Uh-huh.
And they have traffic cones that are 6 feet apart.
Oh.
And they're only allowing 100 people to enter the store at a time. That's what took me. That's
Oh,
why it took me a while.
Okay. So, well, it's nice they set up tents outside so
And-
people don't have to wait in the rain or whatever.
In case it's rain, but
Yeah.
it's only a small section that has.
Well,
the
then you
tents.
stay in your car.
Yeah. Or you don't get the filter
I
and
know,
go back
I
tomorrow.
know.
But I just thought it was interesting. We want to remind everybody, like Blaine just reminded everybody, hit that thumbs up button for us if you haven't already. It does help us with being found in the queue, as it were,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
of YouTube.
Right. Now, let's see. Let's talk about what's happening, or let's see if we can talk about future
Well,
plans.
Robert asked a question.
Oh, okay.
So Robert wanted to know which ship we did.
Right. We like the most.
Which one we like the most, the Encore or the Escape.
Oh, gosh.
Now, I am going to really blow his mind and tell him what my opinion is, and then you tell him what yours is. So you think about
That's
it.
a hard
okay?
one.
So I am going to say that the Encore I felt was more beautiful than the Escape, but I enjoyed the Escape more as far as the crew was concerned.
That's true.
They were very welcoming. They went out of their way.
Right.
And I have to tell everybody that's listening right now about NCL with the Escape. They have been rated #1 within the fleet the last, I think, 6 years in a row. And that is because of the crew members that they have on that ship.
Yeah, they
And
really did have a great crew.
not that there was anything wrong with the crew
Oh,
on the Encore,
no.
and we had a fabulous
Yeah.
time on the Encore, and mostly it was because of our group cruisers.
Right.
But I felt I'm trying to judge it for you as if we had no group cruisers with us, and I would say that I liked the Encore better as far as how it's laid out a little bit and the decor.
Right.
And since it was brand new.
It was brand new.
But
yeah.
I would not hesitate one
Oh,
minute
yeah, to go back
to
to
go
the,
back on
to
the Escape.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would do Canada, New England again.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, what were you going to say? I'm sorry.
No, I just said people were starting to ask questions about
Okay.
cruising. We wanted to get into.
And what's the next thing?
Well, people are wanting to know about future cruises, especially a future group cruise.
Well, it's been a little difficult. I've tried to reach out a few times, and I haven't told Frank, but I have tried to reach out a few times to our new group specialist at cruises.com. I thought it would be a good time to do that, being that,
He's got some downtime.
I got downtime. But
Everybody's got some downtime.
The issue that I'm having at this point, because I've kind of settled on one, I think we both have.
I think so.
I think so. But we really don't want to announce it yet until we get it all firmed up and make sure that it is 100% going to be able to happen and still be in the same budget that we were quoted originally.
Right.
So we do have 2 lines that we're going between. So it will either be on Celebrity or it will be on Carnival. And if it is on Carnival, then that's Dad.
Oh.
Dad's calling. Hi, Dad. I called him about the leak. And he told me to call Aunt Kathy. So if Aunt Kathy's watching,
Okay.
you'll be getting a call from me later. But
Oh, boy.
anyways, it's between Carnival and Celebrity, and they both take the same itinerary, and it's going to be a Southern Caribbean. Correct?
Yes, I
Is that
think
what we decided on?
that sounds vaguely familiar.
So, and I'm still trying to work out the details because what they've done is they've pulled everybody from all the different areas, and normally there's a group cruise person, and they only do group cruise things.
Right.
That department, and the regular agents only do, you know, U.S. Let's say Caribbean and Alaska, and then they have specialists that do Europe
Right.
and that kind of thing. And they've grouped everybody together, handling all the calls with the cancellations and notifying their clients and such. So we're just going to give them a little break
Yeah. I know.
and, you know,
Right.
go from there. So what's next on the list?
Oh gosh, let's
Our
see.
cruise was canceled on the breakaway, and they're thinking of rebooking and going on the Joy. We have never cruised NCL. What are your thoughts on the Joy? That is from Ms. WW. So we have not been on the Joy, but the Joy is identical to
Pretty much.
to
Yeah.
the Encore
Or Bliss.
or Bliss. There are a Breakaway Plus class. It's a really, really large ship. So my questions would be to Miss WW. If you've cruised on other lines, have you cruised on smaller ships, medium ships, or large ships? Because this is going to be, the Joy is going to be about 5,000 passengers. You know, we've heard really good things about the Joy. They're actually the Joy's repositioning and gonna be in New York, or maybe it's in New York now, and they're gonna be
I
Bermuda.
can't keep track of where everything is going.
It just keeps
Because
moving
now,
all
after all
around.
of this, do we really know where
I
they're
know.
all going to end up?
I know. Dave and Jenny, is that Jenny or Jeannie?
Jeannie.
David, sorry, David and Jeannie in Texas say we did Canada and New England on RCL, and we loved it, and it was their favorite cruise so far.
We like New England.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. It was very, very relaxing. It was more relaxing than a
Yeah.
Caribbean for me.
Well, the weather was unusually good.
Right.
And we went in late September. It was unusually warmer weather than what we had expected.
And did you see what Karen Vowell says?
On
What'd
the
she say?
escape. Yeah, so they were on the escape to Bermuda, and the crew was fantastic. They traveled with 2 wheelchairs, and the crew was so helpful. I would return there in a minute. Yeah, the crew was great.
Laura says that the Encore was an amazing ship to explore for the group cruise, but her favorite ship so far in the NCL class was the Bliss.
Really?
Well, I really enjoyed the Bliss. The
Yeah.
Bliss was really, really nice. And up until the point we went on the Encore, I liked the Bliss for the larger ships. Now, Frank and I make no qualms about our favorite ship in the NCL fleet,
Yeah.
and that would be the NCL Gem, right?
The Gem.
That's our favorite. We've done it quite a few times. We love it. We love the crew. We love the ship. We just like that smaller feeling.
Now,
The Griswolds are here. Hey, Griswold. It is Griswold, right?
yes.
Okay. I'm
Uh,
trying to get used to it. It's black background with white writing, and I can actually see it, but at a weird angle. So, Chris Turner said, "What did you like so much about the Canada New England cruise?" Just tuned in and considering one too. Took Celebrity, and it was the best. So I think we liked it's a little bit slower pace.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't hot like Caribbean, like we're
Right.
used to. We really liked.
I liked all the ports.
I know. I
liked
didn't get to.
everything was friendly.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yes.
I think
I mean, when you get to Canada, we went to Gavin and Jamie said to go to this coffee shop because we wanted free Wi-Fi and stuff.
right.
And so we went there. I swear, 5 people were trying to hold the door for us so that we could get in.
It was amazing.
And now, if we were in New York, five people would have knocked us over so they could get into the coffee shop.
Well, I think too, the Caribbean people are very nice, but they're always trying to sell you something. And I didn't get that feeling.
But the Canadians were so nice and so friendly.
And I kind of felt like I was home. A lot of the places that we went to resembled small areas of our hometown.
The last day, where were we? In Nova Scotia?
I think we were in Nova Scotia.
And it was Halifax.
Oh, yes, it was Halifax.
Halifax, the area we went from the ship, from the dock. We went into downtown. Is that where we went into downtown? Mm-hmm. To the Starbucks. And then back to the whole port area. And just traveling through the neighborhood, it was just like neighborhoods here in Rochester. And I looked at Kevin. I said, we could live here. I wouldn't mind living here in these neighborhoods at all.
Right, and it was very similar to an area that is in our own city. I mean, it just reminded me so much of it. And I don't know. There was just something about it. It was so
Portland
relaxing
was nice.
And welcoming.
Where was I not able to go into?
Bar Harbor.
Oh, that's right. Bar Harbor. Yeah. Bar Harbor was a tender, and because I'm in the wheelchair, I cannot tender. So I kind of miss Bar Harbor.
Now, John Gorman wants to know what time of the year are we thinking about for our next group cruise. And we are looking at, it's going to depend on what kind of deal we can get again, because we're noticing all these price changes.
Right.
But we were looking at June, July, August.
Yeah, because a lot of people are like,
we want to give families a chance to come.
Right, they want to come in, and they're like,
a lot of teachers.
If you go in September, I'm a teacher, I can't go, the kids are in school. Maybe could you do it before the kids go into school? So, because we had several kids on the group cruise.
Right.
Yeah, how many did we have? We had we had 5, I think.
7.
5 or 7. I'm losing track already.
Now, Miss WW said that they're used to small and medium ships with Royal and Carnival. So the Joy is going to be a little overwhelming in size at the beginning, but it should be very easy to get around on.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we've been on some mega ships where we're like, holy crap, we can't find our way out of a paper bag.
But you know what we say? We study the deck planes before we leave. So we kind of have it in our heads where stuff is, forward, mid, aft, and where the primary areas are in terms of deck number. So you always got to do your homework before you go, and at least maybe you'll be able to retain a little percentage in your head when you board.
Now, Sean G, I think that's Sean Greggs, right? From our group cruise.
I recognize that face.
I think
it
see
is.
That. It's a little teeny tiny circle. Anyways, he says that any ship with an open bar gets his vote
of course.
For his favorite for our group cruise. But I have to tell you guys, I sat down and I priced out Celebrity versus the Carnival. And you get, if you did it on a standard balcony, right, for the couple, and with a free drink package, which they were offering at the time. I'm not sure if they're offering it now. It all depends on when you book it. And it was like $800, $800 or $900 more than the Carnival cruise. Now, I also did a side-by-side comparison because we do it with down to every single penny. And if we did Carnival, y'all could buy the drink package and save $400.
Right, for like half the price.
We were like, I don't know about that.
And then for those who like we probably would not buy the drink package. Mm-hmm. So.
Now, Chumley's brother's asking, will it go out of Florida? And most likely it will. I believe the Carnival went out of Port Canaveral, and the Celebrity Cruise went out of Fort Lauderdale. So I guess that's kind of the target right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Now Jimmy C said, hi Jimmy C.
Hi Jimmy, I saw you yesterday. I saw Jimmy yesterday. We were watching some of the older videos, and he happened to be one of the super cruisers.
Now he said several times on the escape to Bermuda. Mm-hmm. And y'all know that the Bermuda was was the cruise we had to cancel
Right.
this June.
Very sad.
Very sad. Um,
Very, very
so
sad.
yeah, we really wanted to get to Bermuda and really, really get into there, see what it was like now, and because we were thinking that that might have been a possibility of our list for a group cruise, that we would have gone in June and then maybe again in 2021 for the next group cruise to say, yeah, Bermuda would be good for a group.
So now that is a possibility too.
Right.
That's a possibility too, right? We
Right.
were talking about that the other day and throwing around the idea of maybe doing another group cruise on NCL out of New York, going to Bermuda.
Right.
And that would be on the Joy, I think. I was looking at ones on the Joy and I was looking at ones on the Escape.
Right.
We're trying to do the bigger ship if we do NCL so that if solos want to come, they can get a solo
Right.
studio
See, that's
cabin.
also a key factor because we had a lot of solo cruisers on this group cruise.
Right.
And then the bigger ships will have more restaurants, more things to do, more fun stuff. Not that the smaller ships don't, but again,
Right.
the newer ones, the modern ones are going to have a lot more.
Now, I did want to say hello to Dancy, Dan, and Nancy because I saw them pop in. So, hi and welcome. I know Blaine knows them, so thank you for saying hello to them, and I'll try to catch up with some of the chat. Some people are
Yeah,
saying
I
that it
know.
is hurricane season, which is good and bad because we'll get a better price.
Yeah. But then you have to
Um,
do one of these. Fingers crossed again, and nobody likes to do that, especially after all of this.
And we
I,
have done.
I don't know if anybody could take any more of that. Not being able to cruise.
Right. Well, we have done a lot of cruises during hurricane season, and we've never had a problem.
We've usually,
Just that one time did we have a problem.
well, that nobody knew that two nor'easters were going to collide together on our way down the coast.
Now, Jason had a question. Jason Lott asks, he's going on the Gem at the end of September, hopefully.
Ooh, the
Besides
Gem.
Cagney, what restaurant should I try? Now, we haven't been on the Gem in a couple of years, so I'm not sure if
Le Bistro? Do they have it?
I was going to say I'm not sure what restaurants they currently have, so if you let me look that up, I will look that up, and you go on to the next question.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I need your mouse. Yeah, Laura says Canadians rock. They do. We love our Canadian neighbors. They are so friendly.
We absolutely
I
loved.
know.
We absolutely loved Cagney's, by the way, on the Gem, and our favorite free restaurant was Magenta.
Oh, that's right.
I wanted to look at the deck plan because I
Yeah.
always confuse the restaurants that are on the Gem with the Jade.
Yeah. Random Cruiser wants to know, when do the Tales from the High Seas episodes begin? Now, Kevin is
As soon as I get his butt going.
Yeah, I have to go through my notes, and I really, this week have to start plotting out the videos for that. I have all the notes.
You know, they got to go to Teppanyaki.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's what it was, Teppanyaki.
is always good.
But, it's all a
Le
matter.
Bistro.
They have Le Bistro,
Yeah.
which has never disappointed us.
Very good.
Teppanyakis. The three that have never disappointed us on the NCL fleet would be Teppanyaki, Le Bistro, and Cagney's.
Right.
So,
So I think we're probably going to have, according to my list, maybe 6 more videos related to the Encore, the NCL Encore for this group cruise.
I don't know where you think those are coming
No, they
from.
are. They're on the list, and they are legitimate videos. So I have to go over that with you to put them together. There are a lot of montages.
Oh, yeah.
And then while he's working on
I thought you meant
that,
vlogs.
Oh, no, not
I
vlogs.
was getting panicky.
No,
Where
the
did that
vlogs
come from?
I know the vlogs are pretty much have come to a close, but we always wrap up with crew members, food videos, our final thoughts video. There's some other special things we're going to do. So while he's working on that, I will be filming Tales from the High Seas. I have many typed pages of notes. And in between that, we'll do some regular videos cruise videos. Will probably encompass, probably I'm going to say some videos that relate to our daily lives here while we're under quarantine. And do a video of us doing, I don't know, something.
Now, Joan Gillian had said that they're rescheduled on the Jade.
Ooh, we like the
and that they've been on the NCL breakaway class ships, but they have, what does it say? Been in the breakaway.
Will it be such a big change from the large
change?
breakaway class ship
Yes.
to the yeah?
It really
We
will.
were on the Jade and we love the Jade.
So I have to tell you that it's a different feeling, I think, on the smaller ships. I really like the smaller ships, even though we've been kind of exclusively been doing the larger ones lately.
Well, we
trying to work our way through the fleet.
I mean, we did the smaller ships, and
I can't wait to get back.
and the Bliss was our first.
Was our first.
And I have to tell you that I was a little nervous because, when you're in a wheelchair, you're kind of down here. And when you're looking at a ship, and the Bliss was at max capacity, it was the inaugural Alaska cruise. You've got thousands and thousands of people like this over you. And I thought, oh my God, I hope I'm not going to be overwhelmed. That there's not going to be so many people that I'm going to be more claustrophobic than I normally am and overwhelmed with people. And I did not find that at all.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll say to you that the biggest thing that we always tell everybody is book your reservations before you leave the house.
Oh, yes.
So on a smaller ship, you are going to have more trouble getting into a restaurant, right?
Right.
Even in MDR.
Yeah.
And we find that on the smaller ships, the smaller MDR, the food quality and the wait staff is a little bit better. So when you're on the Jade, make sure you try Grand Pacific when you're on the ship. But I would say we preferred Alizar because Alizar was the smaller.
Yes, but we ate more at Magenta.
No. We're talking about the Jade, and you're confusing the Jade and the Gem again.
Oh, probably.
So the Gem has Magenta. And the Jade has Alizar.
Oh, okay.
They're both in the same location.
Oh, no wonder I'm confused.
Right. So, and the funny thing is, the decor of Alizar, you would think it would be called Magenta because the chairs are magenta.
It's just, yes, I know.
So, anyways.
Frank wants to know, Frank Bonato, hope I said that right. I'm sure I did not. Do you do more main dining room or other restaurants?
We mix it up. We do equal.
It depends on Depends on
a lot of factors.
A lot of factors. Now, we cruised a lot on NCL, and because of our status, we get a lot of free specialty dining, and as well as we get specialty dining from cruises.com. Don't they pump in? We don't get anything. What do we get from them?
We get onboard credit.
Oh, well, that's always nice.
We get some onboard credit. So basically what we do, this is how we do it. I'll break it down for them in a
Break it down. Break it down.
So I sit down with Frank and I say, these are the restaurants that are here.
This is us.
Right? These are the restaurants that we want to eat at. Now, this is what we have.
Right.
We have 3 dinners for free, plus we have 2 dinners for free because we're platinum.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of the
extra.
The platinum,
right.
platinum plus. So we get 2 free specialty dinners, but they're specific to Cagney's or Le
Bistro
or Unda, or they're specific to the ship now, and they're also specific to that particular benefit.
It's always nice to have free specialty, but
sometimes we don't use them all.
Royal Caribbean, Bermuda that was canceled, don't have that many points with them. No specialty dining, so we will pay for and we bought the package, right? We had bought the Chops Grill +1,
and I got that back.
Thank you.
So
there were 2 we were going to insert into that.
So it depends on
that
what
week. Yeah.
Short answer is depends on what we're getting as far as benefits, as far as free packages, and as far as our status.
Right.
And then we go from there. But generally, it's usually 50-50. Half the time we're in MDRs, half the time we're in specialties.
We always want to try specialty, always.
Right. 132.
Oh, that's nice.
And Helena Smith wanted to know, was there any meeting with Adrian on the last cruise? Nope.
We ran into him.
Well, he walked by
He
us and
walked
kind
by
of
us.
gave us
He
a
was
dirty
coming
look.
down the gangway while we were boarding the ship on the
Kind
gangway.
of looked like he was going to poop his pants
He was
when he saw us.
he was on his phone, very important. Probably had lots on his mind, lots to do. Yeah, that was about it.
Nancy Field says that they've been on 10 NCL cruises. Have y'all been on the Encore or Bliss? We've been on both.
Both.
We have playlists. I encourage you to watch them both. One is NCL Bliss, I think 2018.
Yep, the
And
Alaska
the Encore
cruise.
was just in 2020.
Right.
So check them out. They're both amazing ships. Get your keister going, Frank. Okay, we answered that. Tabernacle's too noisy.
We kind of agree. Yeah.
We agree, Sylvain.
Yeah.
Sylvain. But did you know that you can actually tell them that it's too noisy for you, and they will send your food to you?
Yeah.
Because we absolutely love the food, and we did that on that one cruise. They
Yeah.
sent it to our room.
Yeah, that is the problem. There's a lot of hooting and hollering, and it's not just from the guests, but the chefs that are doing their ching 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 ching, and their acrobatics with their cooking
on the Encore,
utensils.
that chef dropped eggs like 6-7
He just
times.
kept dropping. He was not
Kept
having.
dropping
He was
stuff.
not having a good night. But yeah, it was a little loud.
Lynn Billadu said, I am so glad we got the group cruise in before all the...
Shit hit the fan. I said it.
So are we. We're so glad that...
I keep thinking. I every time I'm like, it was the end of January. It could have easily, been exploding. We could have easily been out there quarantined.
Right.
And by the grace of God, we were not.
Whoop! Did you see that?
What?
Whoop! It just went whoop!
Oh gosh, don't you hate that?
Alana!
Hey, Alana!
How are you?
Hello, hello!
It's Raphael. That's her husband.
Oh, don't quiz me.
do 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 do. Let's see. What else we got? What's this say up here?
From Random Cruiser. When I was on the Norwegian Jade, October 2017, weren't you with? You were with us, right? Because it was a Halloween cruise. Yeah, right. You were sitting two tables from behind us in Alizar.
Was I dressed up that day? Because we ate dinner that night.
Yeah.
When we got all dressed up, and they took my picture.
Yeah. We had our costumes on. Was it costume night? Was it actually the night of?
I loved that.
Of a Halloween.
If y'all get a chance to do a Halloween cruise, do not hesitate.
Right.
It was a blast.
Right. We did a Halloween cruise on the NCL Jade. We did a Valentine cruise on the NCL Gem. We went on a cruise. It was a couple of days after Thanksgiving. Would love to do a Christmas or New Year's. That would be fun. Do holiday cruises.
So Alana she said it before, and she's going to say it again.
What?
She loves our background. And I know Alana, and we just found Alana, and Alana just found us. Check out Alana's channel. It's a great channel. We really enjoyed working with them on the cruise-a-thon that we just did. Was that last week? I have lost total track of time, guys.
I know. I know. We were just saying, the salon has been closed down for 2 weeks, and I swear, it feels like he has been home for months on end.
I'm actually starting to call it. It's horrible. I'm starting to call it my coronacation.
Oh, gosh. And it's
Alana, you should check out Frank's Tales from the High Seas. Is it Tales from the High Seas? The later ones, most recent, because he has his own background for that. We filmed that in a different spot.
Yes.
This is actually our permanent studio. Some of our earlier videos we just filmed around our house in different spots.
Primarily in the dining room.
But yeah.
My Tales from the High Seas. Here we go again. Yeah, I know. I'm losing it. I'm going to have to reboot. My Tales from the High Seas. Boy, I say that fast. Is filmed upstairs and has its own little set. And so you'll be seeing that. But I encourage you all to watch all my Tales from the High Sea video, as well as all my Frank Pushes Back videos.
Oh, what about Frank's Cooking Corner? Because I just saw a question kind of about that. Frank wants to know how your new frying pan is working out.
Oh, I loved it. I did.
We're going to buy another one.
Yeah, he's going to get me another one so I can now
Makes
have
me so mad.
2 good ones. And
I wanted to throw that pan out like all you guys have been saying. And he's like, no, I need 2.
I made chicken French yesterday. And I need 2 big ones. So when I'm doing 4 cutlets, by the time you get the chicken, you pound it out, not big cutlets. I need 2 big pans.
Silo Steve says that his YouTube comments were a big red X that said try later.
What?
Took 45 minutes to fix.
No way.
I noticed, Silo, that there was a problem with YouTube because I was having a hell of a time setting up the live stream this morning. So, it just was a freaking nightmare.
Yeah.
I wanted to bang my head against the wall, but we got it to work. I had to do a lot of swearing because that always helps, and I rebooted everything, and so anyways.
I know. He gets me all nervous when he's like, oh my God, it's not working. We can't YouTube. I gotta go live. And I'm like, what?
Nancy Fields wants to know, do rent a station from a shop? Yes, if you're in Webster, we have rentals available. So private message me if you're interested in renting a chair at the shop. I can talk to you off the live stream about that.
The Oliver Masterson. What is your prediction to cruise starting again with mid-2021? Oh, I think we'll be well before that. I would think going into the fall season.
Yeah, I'm thinking September, October.
Yeah.
Is my feel. I know that the cruise lines all want to get back to working as soon as possible, just like the rest of us.
Right.
And they keep pushing it back, and they're doing them in like 2-week increments. But I really kind of don't foresee full blast. Like, I could see maybe some going back before others.
Oh, yeah.
But
I think it maybe might be, here we go. Depend on destination, ports, areas of the country that will start sooner than others.
Right. Now, Canada has shut down all their borders until July.
Right.
I believe. So, and Europe is going to have probably a long time before that. So my best guess for a general overall all cruising would be September, October.
Silo Steve says his birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
And he's bragging that he's only 56. Hate you, Silo.
I'm still younger than you are.
Happy birthday.
Sean up here says, what's the odds y'all know
a date for
the next cruise by September this year? My company picks our vacation a year in advance, starting in October. I'm hoping that we'll know.
I mean, again, I don't know nothing about nothing, but I'm pretty sure that by September, I think we'll have decided.
Right. And we're talking for 2021 would be the next group cruise, and we're going to handle it a little bit differently. We've actually partnered with cruises.com for our next group cruise, and they, from what they tell me, are going to build us a website so people can just go right online and get whatever they want to grab, or they can talk directly with our specialist, or they can talk to anybody at the 800 number.
Yeah, so they really do a lot more.
Yeah.
Which who knew?
Yeah,
now we do. So that's good to know.
Miss WW, we are in Chicago. My salon is closed too. Oh, it's so sad.
Know. 2 of my kids live in Chicago.
I am from Chicago. That was from RuPaul's Drag Race, right? Ziara Ramos wants to know, did the new frying pan meet all the requirements?
It did. It met the requirement of being 12 inches wide.
And the depth?
The depth was good. It's just nice having, it's like putting on a new outfit. You feel so good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had a new frying pan I was cooking in, and it felt good. You saw the picture. What a difference. Trash and a new frying pan.
Alana Zingano said that she threw hers out yesterday too.
Yes, I encourage. Get rid of all the bad frying
Or
pans.
the other day, yeah, that's right. What's on your Easter menu
Oh,
for next Sunday, Karen?
And so yes, I have already done that menu. How did
Sorry,
you know that?
I muted it so that I didn't break their speakers.
Well, we're probably going to have our traditional Easter. We're going to have a spiral honey bone-in ham.
I already
You already
purchased it.
purchased it. Got a great deal.
Wegmans, 50% off.
Just like last year. And yes, it was 50 cents less than last year per pound. So I'm happy about that. And I will have my own special glaze on it. And we'll do our normal mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes.
Can I do cinnamon mashed potatoes?
Whatever.
Do we have cinnamon?
About. Yeah.
Okay, you need lots of it.
Well, don't waste my cinnamon.
Well, then I'm going to have to go to the dollar store and get some cinnamon.
I have 2 containers.
Okay. They probably
I'm just playing with you.
They probably think I'm insane, right?
I think you are.
Probably think I'm insane, but I should probably tell them it was a mistake my mother made once. She
And it was
dropped the whole thing of cinnamon in the mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving or Easter, and was like, "Oh wow," mixed it up, and it was.
That wasn't one of the holidays where she burned the kitchen down, was it?
No, that was Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay, all right.
But I like cinnamon mashed potatoes.
Sorry, Marilyn.
Makes them kind of sweet. So.
But yeah, it's going to be traditional.
Yams.
Peas, yams, sweet potatoes.
Are you putting marshmallow?
No, I don't do that. I'm pretty much, for me, the yams or sweet potatoes, whichever, but they really are yams. It's just butter and brown sugar. Love a little like crushed pecans on them, a little crunch, a little sweet. I like sweet with my yams. So, and then the salad and the peas, Dutch apple pie, and then of course I'm gonna make Easter rice pie, which is an old-time Italian family favorite. So we're gonna do that.
Chris Knows Cruises wants to know, has anybody seen Nurse Nancy? And I haven't seen her today in the chat. I haven't talked to her in a week, I think. So I don't know. She's probably been very busy. Oh, there she is.
I'm pointing and I'm like, what do you mean you haven't seen her? I'm looking at her.
Well, because I was scrolling and reading things.
It's like a Nurse Nancy's like, what do you mean they don't see me? Am I dead?
Hi, Nancy.
No, you're right there.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Nurse Nancy, I can see you.
She is moderating for us. Jennifer wants to know, Wyckoff?
Okay.
Wyckoff, maybe?
Sure.
Do you guys take your passports with you on excursions that are not ship sponsored?
Yes.
Just in case. So,
yes.
I made a promise that I am going to make a t-shirt that says, just take the damn passport. Because I keep saying that over and over and over again.
Well, this goes to, should I have a passport for ID?
It doesn't matter.
And then it's, do I take the passport from the ship on shore? And the answers we have is a yes and yes.
So, my whole thing is, it doesn't matter if it's a ship sponsored or if it's a non-ship sponsored. If your butt is getting off the ship, you need to have your passport with you. A photocopy isn't going to do any good for you other than getting you another passport, and you're going to have to pay for expedition fees, and you're going to have to pay for the passport copy, and you're going to have to wait, right?
Right.
And so that means you might have to wait.
It's
A hotel.
But I have my Xerox copy.
And-
Well, you have a worthless piece of paper is what you have.
And everybody keeps, I want everybody to save the hate mail that's watching this on replay because we always get comments that I'm just going to delete because they're false, that the ship is going to take your passport off and give it to the, what's the guy's name?
The harbor master.
The harbor master, but that doesn't always happen.
Right,
It
it
is
doesn't
not a
always
100%
happen.
thing. Just protect yourself. Take it with you. Nobody's going to steal it. And if they do, oh, wow.
We're always prepared. God
you have to
forbid.
be prepared.
If we're out in port, wherever we are, we
I
have.
get so worked up about
I know
this.
you do. We have the passport, the credit card, or whatever. And so God forbid anything happens, we are able to
Right.
function.
And this is what I equate it to, because everybody says that piece of paper is going to be good enough for them. This is how I break it down,
I
right?
know. Go
I'm
ahead.
going to be
Bring it
honest
down.
about it, okay?
He's
Would
on his
you
soapbox.
copy your driver's license and put that in your wallet and take your actual physical driver's license and put it in a safe and not take it with you
At home, right.
when you go to the store? I don't think you would, because if you got pulled over, the police would go, this ain't happening.
Right. It's
So
the
it's the same thing. It's your identification. Just take it with you.
Right.
Anyways, I'll get off my soapbox.
I know.
I'm sorry. Midwest Katie said, saw where Captain Kate on the Edge let her crew move into balcony cabins. Yes, we love her. Did you know that Captain Kate has a cat?
Cat on board.
She has her own
Kitty
cat
cat.
that lives in her little quarters.
And Frank wants to know, do you think that the cruise lines will upgrade activities, food, menus, etc. after all of this? And I'll bet you there's going to be some strong competition. I kind of go with that.
I think initially they'll be doing some promotions, but I almost feel like they're going to curtail down their menus a little bit in the buffet areas. And I think that they're going to knock a few things off their menu in the MDR. I think, because that'll save them money. If you have less things to produce.
Well, I see that part, but getting, as we would say, getting butts in the seats
Right. I
is
agree.
where you really want to go to. And the more people you get on your ship, that is more money. And if you're offering good deals and good promotions and better food and more activities. And
I think that as far as activities, like specifically with like NCL, I think that they're probably going to come out with one of the parts of their free at sea that you can do the activities for free.
Right.
But you're going to have to pick that.
right.
Right? They're going to try to do it cleverly so you think you're getting
Yeah,
something.
things that cost money like the go-karts.
I know, and it's so stupid.
Or
Like,
the
it doesn't
what
cost
other
them
things that
anything.
they have somebody it could be part of a free promotion. NCL if you're listening, because people are going to pick the best value, the price and the activities that's going to make their vacation the best it can be. So I'm kind of confident that
Right.
they're going to step up, because when this whole thing opens up, they want to be the ones that are going to be grabbing all the business. So they better step up, and if you want my money, you better give me something to entice me to hand it over.
Chris Knows Cruises says he desperately needs a haircut. You wouldn't believe the number of people that have been messaging me.
Oh my God.
Trying to entice. I had a lady, I don't know, did I tell
You
you?
told me.
I had a lady, I called her.
He's been checking in.
I've been checking in I've been trying to check in every day with hands full of clients. And this one woman begged me to come to her house, and I can't do it because I'll lose my license.
Right.
And she said, I'll give you X. And I said, I can't do it. I'll pay you double. I can't do it. I will give you, she said, final offer. I'll give you $200 if you come to my house right now and do my hair. I said, I can't do it. I'm sorry.
We already know people who've already been fined
And busted.
or had their license suspended for 2 years.
Right.
Just for going to someone's house. Or in one case, you said the stylist just mixed the color combo.
Yeah, can't do it.
What do you?
Not in New York State.
And handed it to the customer and said, here, I did your mix. I did your formula. I want to use the correct term. Your formula. And handed it, and that's a violation.
You know what my customers call it?
What?
They call it my magic potion.
Magic potion.
And you haven't been to the shop in many, many years, but I actually have a magic wand
Oh, geez.
that sits in my vase next to my station.
Oh.
And when they go, don't you have a magic wand? I go, yeah, it's right there, but it's broken.
Honestly.
Stephen Smith wants to know, do you see any realistic chances for transatlantic or Mediterranean cruises this season?
I don't know. I think Europe is, would be a way off. I can't see Europe opening until 2021.
Yeah, that's my
opinion.
opinion
Yeah.
and my feeling too. And as far as transatlantic, you never know, but by the time it opens, the seas are going to be so rocky that I don't think anybody would want to go on one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. The Olive.
Fergie Bear says she would sail with us Anytime again.
Where's
Thank you,
that?
Fergie Bear. She was on our group cruise.
Aw.
Christina.
The Oliver Masterson. Have you guys in the U.S. whose business have
Had to
had to
close.
close?
Had any financial support in the way of lump sum grants.
Well, there is a program for small businesses that you can apply for in the United States if you have a business in the United States, and our salon is looking into that. But they're, I'm a, wow, what do they say in Italian? They say ciucciolorn. I'm a ciucciolorn. I read all the little small print. And they promised on TV, and they keep our wonderful president, I don't want to get it political, but he keeps touting that everything's going to be forgiven, except in the small print it says, you might only have 25% of your loan forgiven. So, I don't know.
Read the fine print is the
Everybody read the fine
final
print.
answer and response on that.
But as far as normal citizens, anybody that's paid taxes or filed taxes
Right.
in 2019 is going to get a stimulus check.
Right.
So that'll be good. Alana Zangano said to Gavin Till, you imagine?
You may be right.
Where does it say that?
Gavin Till, can you imagine how hard it would be if they did it further out in advance?
Mm-hmm. That's either, she's talking about the cancellations that they've been doing. Hi, Lisa Anderson.
Yeah, I know. Hi, Lisa. Taking a break from Tiger King
We have Tiger King on our list.
on Netflix.
We haven't started it
yeah.
yet. Oh, thank you, Nurse Nancy. Yes, we do call. I am the color specialist at our shop. I am the go-to guy for color. So they all kind of call it my magic potion. And our shop name is called Sheer Magic. So.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I know. I'm telling you, when businesses open up, the salon opens, and nail salons,
You're not going to see me.
Oh my God. Well, that's
He's gonna be
okay
so
now. That's
happy.
fine. Do what you got to do. Because as my sister always tells you, you don't make bucks sitting in your chair.
That's right.
So do what you got to do. They're already putting plans in motion when the salons open up.
So Frank wants to know, what do we think about the hail ships that are porting in Florida when no one else wanted them?
I just feel my heart aches every time I think about the ships. And, these...
Well, I
and
have
there were,
double feelings about it.
Well,
But at first I feel bad,
I
like
do,
you.
because it's like you have so many Americans on board, so many Canadians on board, so whatever the nationality is, no one wants to think that when you are out on a cruise on your vacation and something catastrophic happens, that you cannot go home.
That's my nightmare.
That you are left out there where the political officials, whether it's the main official, whether it's the local official, says, we don't want you. You're not coming to my state. You're not what it's like you cannot just leave these people like some apocalyptic zombie movie on a ship, never being able to get somewhere when there are people who are already sick and dying on board.
It wasn't even just Florida. They had to get special permission to
go through the Panama Canal. Right. It was this long, arduous trip.
It was a big matzia.
Big matzia, trying to get somewhere to take these poor people. I mean, somebody's got to step up.
And then I go from that, right? I go from the feeling bad, like we both were feeling bad, to the what the hell were these people doing on a ship anyways? That's my personal feeling. And I know that it went out 2 weeks ago or whatever. But this shit has been going on for a long time.
Our Bermuda cruise wasn't until the end of June. We canceled it the first week of March.
I know.
We could see this is not looking good. It's not going to end well. But people were still like, I'm going on my cruise. I'm going on my cruise. And I'm thinking, I hope you don't get sick. I hope you get to come back. But it really is sad. And I agree with the mayor of Fort Lauderdale when he said, I am willing to take that ship, but I'm going to take that ship the right way. And I want it done like it was done in California. And so I agree with that. We're not just, because the plan from what he was saying on TV that Holland America had was you just get the people off the ship The sick people go to the hospital, and everybody else gets bused to the airport where they all fly home. Well, that is cuckoo crazy.
So Chris knows Cruises was mentioning that the new bill allows self-employed individuals to apply for unemployment benefits as well, and barbers and stylists fit into that category, and that I should look into it. Except I have been on the phone for the last week trying to do it because they don't allow the self-employed to do it online. You can do your setup online, and then you have to call in. So it's
The phone
kind
lines
of
are a little tied up.
a nightmare. But that would just be unemployment for myself. It wouldn't necessarily help my business. So that's why, we were looking into the loan with forgiveness.
But there's also the
Because they're going to give money to everybody else and bail them out, all the big guys.
Oh yeah, it's always the little people that get screwed. But there also is.
Alana Zingano says, #preach.
Oh gosh, don't get us started. Little people are always getting screwed. People, big corporations are making money hand over fist on all of this. You know it's true. And I want to know, trillions and trillions is like the third package. Trillions and trillions of dollars. Where's all that money going? Do we really know where all that money is going? We don't.
So Rob Persuade asks, will cruise ships implement a new safety drill during the muster drills, addressing the importance of hygiene, hand washing, and even have free onboard medical visit? We don't know, but I will tell you that is one of the things that we have talked about with the general managers when we do our sit down after every cruise, is that general hygiene should be part of that drill.
Right.
Because as you can see now, it is so important washing hands.
I mean, it is unbelievable how some cruisers are out of touch with basic hygiene in when using the bathroom. Won't get you started on that. Basic how to handle yourself when you're at the buffet. Watching your children at the buffet so they're not grabbing all the food and looking at it, no, I don't like it, and throwing it back. But there should, you always say there should be classes on that.
Right.
There should be.
Right, there really should be. Now, Kelly said that her son canceled the cruise in the beginning because he couldn't afford to get stranded on board for 2 extra weeks. And that's kind of why we canceled.
Yes.
We did a preemptive strike.
Yeah.
It was the day of our final payment
It
or
was.
the day before of our final payment. And I said,
Right.
Jennifer says, do you think dining choices will change now? Different way to buffet or cancel buffet altogether? I think in the beginning, they'll probably be serving you at the buffet. We see that seemed to be the trend.
I wouldn't be surprised if everybody goes 100%. We serve you at the buffet.
Right.
No more.
But I still think that there'll be a buffet, and I think that they'll probably, have more protective shields.
Yeah.
I think that the days of you walking by the washy girl are over. They're not. We've been on some ships. We've been impressed on like some of the NCL ships where they will not let you in unless they do your hands. And sometimes like Frank will skip it because he's wheeling.
Right.
And then he's all slippery.
And in some cases, I actually look forward to it because I am wheeling.
Right.
And I do want my hands a little refreshed.
But that being said, Frank does not get his own food.
Right.
I get his food.
Right.
So he's not contaminating anything.
I can't see the food. Actually.
Right.
So I'll go down the buffet and I'm in my wheelchair and I can't see. And Kevin will be looking down at me going, well, I go, well, it sounds good. What does it look like? And he'll try to describe the food. And I'm like, I want to be able to see. There was only one ship we were on where the buffet line was low enough that I could actually, in my wheelchair with a tray on the...
Yep, it was nice.
Yeah, be able to reach and get my own food. Other than that, I can't.
Alano Zingano said the next time that she sees someone walk out of the bathroom without washing their hands, she's going to scream at them.
That's what he
So
does.
I do that.
He
I
does.
have I've almost gotten into physical altercations about it. I will stand in front of the door and won't let them get out because it's number one, it's disgusting.
It is.
And number two, you're only infecting me and everybody around you when you're not practicing safe hygiene. So Sabrina says not washing. Oh, there goes the chat. Not just washing hands before you eat at a buffet, but maybe sanitizing hands before going into the casino, where there are a lot of touch surfaces.
Push buttons, exactly. Because now you're going to see a lot of it now. When it starts up again, you're going to see more people probably carrying wipes with them.
Well, I know I've told Frank that when I go into like our grocery store now, there is a distinct pattern you have to walk. And there are sanitation things, like at the doorway, you got to sanitize your hands. Then you get to a certain part in the store, you have to sanitize your hands. Then you get to the next part, you got to sanitize your hands. So, I don't know.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of changes. I just hope that everybody doesn't regress back to old bad habits.
Right.
And hopefully,
I agree.
we always say we need to learn and move forward. And hopefully this won't happen again. But again, as someone said in the room, they're saying we're going to see coronavirus probably rear its ugly head back again this fall when the weather gets cooler. But hopefully, again, we will have learned.
Right. Now, Chris Knows Cruises says that he loves how the new ships have the sinks at the buffet, and he doesn't think that people will feel right bypassing the sinks with the washy-washy peeps musically judging them, except I saw it the whole time we were on NCL Encore.
Nobody.
They would walk right past the sinks.
Yep, nobody.
Nobody
cared. They weren't even there. Everybody wanted to get their free food.
Right. Pam Wheatley says, I'm in a scooter and I washy my hands, wheels, but never see anyone else do that. Not good. I know for sure we do. We washy. Have you seen on some ships it is mandatory to wash your hands to get into the buffet? Yes, we have.
Yes.
I think it was on the Anthem that you have to go through a little corral that is the only way in. Yes. We've seen it on a few ships where they won't let you go into a buffet or a restaurant. And that, frankly, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be optional. And that could have controlled a lot of this corona.
Right.
You know? Jeremy C. said, can you comment on both NCL and Princess facing manslaughter charges? No. I can't comment on it, and I don't know how they're going to face manslaughter charges. Everybody that's listening, I'll say it again. There's a huge cruise contract. If you didn't read it, ignorance of the law and ignorance of what you agreed to when you purchased the cruise, and it's not that I'm on the cruise line side here. I'm just saying, when you walk into a courtroom, they're going to say, this contract that you signed, these four corners of this contract.
He's always doing a Judge Judy.
Judge Judy, right? That is what you agreed to.
Right.
So, and I want everybody on their next cruise, not to scare y'all, but to sit down and read that cruise contract because I've read them, and it's kind of scary what you're agreeing to. But basically, on a lot of them, you're agreeing to that if you died, your family is only getting $14,000 for the cabin worth of people. So if you have 4 people, it's not like
per person.
It's
per cabin.
Is per cabin. So they've really have ironclad cruise contracts, and I don't think they're going to be able to stick with the charges of manslaughter. I don't know.
Very interesting.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
It will be interesting to see how that prosecution is laid out. I mean, we can certainly anticipate what the defense is, but in terms of what the prosecution is going to use to kind of win the case.
Right.
Yeah, I'm fascinated.
I'm fascinated.
Yeah.
Now, Jason Lott says, do you see ship sizes getting smaller and not sailing at full capacity? And or not sailing at full capacity. Now, generally, I think in the beginning, when cruising goes back into cruising again, we will see that the ships will not be sailing at full capacity, and the reasoning will be people are afraid to cruise.
Right. They'll want to see the first guinea pigs
Right.
cruise and then wait and see if there's a problem. If ships start coming up with sick passengers, then they're going to be like, okay, I guess that did it for us. They're not ready yet.
As far as ship sizing is concerned, we have seen a trend, and I said it. I
Yeah.
said it by the first mega ship that came out. I said, you watch. This is what's the word I'm looking for? It's not a trend. Yeah, it's a trend.
Just an anomaly.
It's
It's
just
not
a-
going to last.
Yeah, it's not going to last. And
mega
we
ships.
are seeing that the ships that are being ordered are smaller.
Right.
And smaller.
And everybody
smaller.
everybody knows that
They can't fill
the
these
Encore
ships.
was the last big ship for NCL.
NCL, for
now
example.
they're doing the mid-size Leonardo class.
And they're going to be like 3,000
Yeah.
people. So I think you're going to see most of the ships that are being ordered and built are going to be in the 3,000 passenger range. But as far as full capacity, I don't think that's something that the cruise lines are going to say, no, we don't want to sail at full capacity. It's not going to happen. Karen Vowell says, I am self-employed too. You said you have to apply over phone. It depends on where you are. I don't know what state you are, and we can't give direction as to how you need to apply because it's different by state in the United States. But in New York, you had to if you were self-employed, you had to set up your account online and then call in. And other stylists at my shop have done that, and it's been days and weeks on the phone. So, and Frank was, I don't know if you saw that, but I skipped past it. Frank was doing his first curbside pickup at Walmart.
Oh, wow.
So I wish you luck with that. We have not tried that yet. Shauna says, I hope people will have learned. I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes a yearly virus like the flu. And yeah, it might.
Ugh. Honestly.
Dr. Fauci said this is not going to be the end. So, and we are Fauci fans.
We love Dr. Fauci.
Valerie said Disney Cruise Line was really on top of cleaning hands before the virus. The thing is, though, that all the ships, all the cruise lines, in my opinion, should be on top of this all the time. It has been something that we have continually said to the cruise lines when we do our sit-downs with them, that they have to be more diligent. And I don't want to throw that back in the cruise lines' faces, but I'm sorry. If you're all listening, cruise lines, we told you that this was going to be a problem. Not that we saw coronavirus coming, but, this is a big problem. It's a big problem.
I mean, they were already dealing with regular
With
norovirus. And all the reports on that and making them look bad.
Or
and
like
then,
the Doublemint twins.
Right. And then this hits. So, they're going to have to really step up and there should be a lot of change. You want everybody to go back to cruising. You better assure your customers and guests
Are going to be safe.
that you're going to not guarantee our safety, but come pretty close to that.
Zara Ramos wants to know, how do you think the cruise lines will handle operations when all of this is over and cruises start to sail out again? Well, what I foresee happening is they're going to be doing the staggered boarding times, like they started to implement.
Right.
And
you
they're
cannot
going
have thousands of people packed in those terminals.
And I think they're going to be very stringent about that, and it's going to be on your boarding pass rather than the general suggestion of this is when you should show up. And I think that everybody is going to have to fill out the health questionnaire like they are already, and I think everybody's going to have their temperature taken. And I don't know what more they can do other than that, but that's what I foresee happening, and I think check-in time is going to take longer.
Yeah. Yeah.
because of it.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Oi.
I know. There'll be a lot of changes coming. But again, people want to feel I'm going on vacation. This is a fun
Right.
time. I shouldn't worry about if I'm going to die
Right.
or being exiled from my home country
Right.
if I get sick. It's like it isn't some crazy sci-fi movie.
Jamie made a good point. They went on a sailing and they did a click and collect. Oh, today was quick and efficient. That was the thing, but I don't know if they were ones that did it. If it was Jamie or Gavin, I was just reading that real fast. Somebody had just did a lot of the cruise lines, Celebrity in particular, is going to a paperless, no contact check-in kind of thing. So basically, if you've checked in, they were doing like your health screening
Right.
kind of thing, and then you could just walk on the ship instead of having to have interaction with like your Disney bands, like
Right,
the Disney
right.
bands, and the Princess has it on some of the ships. I think you're going to see a lot more of that, and that's going to cut down on payroll for them.
Right. Well, that's true. Easy access on.
Mm-hmm. You look like you're staring blankly at the screen.
I'm reading.
Laura thinks that there will be less mega ships built in the future due to this. More ship space per passenger, smaller vessels with less cruisers, but more money. But we've noticed that it doesn't, even before this happened, all the cruise lines are building smaller ships. Their contracts to build the newer ships, they're all smaller.
Right.
Everybody. I think Royal announced that their last mega ship was done and over with, or it's coming out. The next one that's coming out is the last.
Now, Frank questioning, which is a good question, muster drill. Everybody gathers up, everybody goes to do muster drill. Will muster drill be gone because of it being in large groups? Well,
No.
I don't think they're going to change maritime law, but they're going to have to come up with maybe a different way to educate. I don't know, more smaller groups. I don't know. I really, this is such a good question because we've been on ships where you are all packed in that, and then the shows, because we were in the theaters for muster drill. Everybody and their uncle filled the theater. That's a lot of people in one place. But then you have, I'm going to see a show with all the people. So you
Yeah,
can't get
I
rid of the
don't-
theaters. You can't get rid of the shows.
I don't know how they're going to
Yeah.
handle it, but that's another thing that we've had problems with the not problems with, but we've made suggestions to the cruise lines over the years of
Musters.
how they need to change muster
Yeah,
drill.
it's a nightmare.
And some of the cruise lines have taken our advice, and some of them haven't. Well, I shouldn't say that. Some of the ships have.
ships.
Because the way muster drill works is it's mandatory for all vessels to have a muster drill, and they have to do it a certain way,
Right.
They have to tell you how to put on the life jacket. They have to tell you what the sound is going to be, and they have to tell you what your station number is. There's certain requirements, but each ship can handle it differently. So I know, like on the Gem, when we were on the Gem, we had this huge problem the first time. We were trapped down at muster drill because they used to muster everybody in one spot, and that was in the Grand Pacific, and there was only one elevator
Right.
to get up and
that
down.
was because I needed to access that restaurant from the lower level. There were two levels. The upper level, you go to the restaurant and walk down the stairs. The lower level had the ramp for people in wheelchairs and scooters. So obviously we had to go access the lower level. But there we were stuck on the lower level with, 15 plus other wheelchair scooter guests and could not get because there was one elevator that went between that upper level and that final lower level of the restaurant. So somebody had to commandeer the elevator.
Yeah, I was not very happy. And then when we had our sit down, and the second time we went,
Right.
the immediate cruise after that, when we went on the Gem, the next year or whatever it was, we mustered separately from everybody else, and they had split up.
Yeah.
Everybody mustered in different spots. So it was nice. Now I saw somebody wanted you to repeat the name of the Italian dessert for Easter, and can you share the recipe?
Oh, the Easter rice pie.
Blech.
Oh, stop.
I don't like it.
My grandmother, my grandmother, very old country Italian, right from Italy, came over in the early 1900s with my grandfather,
It's daggerific.
I know, oh, I love it. My mother always says, Grandma didn't like Grandpa. I said, how is that possible? They had 15 kids. What do you mean she didn't like them? That's crazy. But that was my grandmother always made the rice pies, and so But I think that might be posted. You think I already?
I don't know. We'll have to.
We'll have to check that out.
We'll have to check that
And
out.
if I don't have it,
all recipes can be found on Cruising with Wheels Facebook page in the photo section under albums. You will find a Frank's Cooking Corner album, and it's pictures of the food
and the recipe
along with the recipe.
Yeah. Now, don't forget, if you go to photos and you click albums and you don't see the album, click see all, and all the albums will pop up.
So Robert Belajowski's here. Hi, Robert.
Hi, Robert.
How's Ken?
I saw Ken was very productive. He got taxes done. He got his census done.
And I was so jealous when I saw his memory. He had a memory about his Subaru, and I want a Subaru, and I guess that 5 years ago it hit 200,000 miles.
Yes.
Does he still have that car? Anyways, he wants to know, do we think it will take a season or more to recover from all the shutdown? I think in the mind of the cruise line it's going to take that long, but I also feel like they make records, billions of dollars a year.
Yeah.
So I don't know. In profit.
Yeah. I mean,
they're making a big profit.
Like the rest of us who are home.
They're taking a hit, but they're making a big profit. And they're getting a bailout.
Yeah. And I'm sure they're all working on their plans when they start up again. How many of the crew have gone home? How many of the crew are still living on the ships?
Now, Andreco TV said, would people have to watch muster drill from their cabin? No, that is never going to happen.
I know, but you know what?
Ever.
I have to say, I'm sitting here thinking the exact same thing.
But it's never going to happen.
That is there going to be a way that everybody is secluded to their cabin, and there's a way they put on the screen, muster drill, because, what's the difference between sitting in an auditorium
I'm going to
and
tell you what it is, because I got you that dispensation when we went on the Encore, because they knew us and we've done it and blah, blah, blah. Remember, I ran down and did the muster drill, and there are people there watching you, making sure you're paying attention. Oh, because they could just put it on the TV and people could be unpacking and not paying attention. Plus, they also have to have a record saying that these people were there.
So I don't know, but I was thinking the same thing.
Yep.
Okay, muster drill on the Encore. Was it? Yeah, Vanessa, it was, and theirs were in the brew house. Ooh, how convenient.
Ours was
muster open, I'll have a drink.
Ours was the Mexican restaurant. I can't remember the name of it.
Los Lobos?
Los Lobos, Cagney's, that whole big area. Oh my gosh, and that guy was not having it. People were being loud, and they weren't listening, and he got on his megaphone, and he said, if you don't all be quiet, we're going to keep doing this over and over again, and nobody's leaving.
Yeah, those are the ships that they're not fooling around. And then we've been on ships where it's been a free-for-all, and no one is listening, and everyone is talking, and they're talking so loud that we are like, oh my God, we're going deaf, and we just wanted to get out of there. And it's crazy, and it's just not run right. Or as we would say, that was the biggest shit show I have ever seen.
Sabrina wonders if they'll have crew members wearing masks or some type of PPE equipment, and or will the cruise lines make guests wear masks as well? Just a thought. No, I don't think they'll confine people to wearing masks. And they already have crew members wearing PPE equipment. You just don't see it.
but that would not instill any kind of confidence
Right.
in the passengers. If you were to board a ship and see people walking around wearing masks, I'd be like, let's get off the
Look
ship
at
now.
that. Nurse Nancy put the link in for your cooking corner.
Oh,
Thank
thanks,
you,
Nurse.
Nancy.
Thank you.
I'm trying to catch up with chat.
Yeah, even
Coconut cake. Who makes coconut cake? Where is that? My mom would always make a coconut. Do you have a coconut cake recipe, Chris?
Oh, she's like a bunny rabbit. Oh,
Because Frank's mom loves coconut.
my mom loves coconut. It does sound delicious.
It's delicious.
I know.
Delicious. Why am I so smart?
Yeah,
I'm
why?
so smart.
Stop.
I is smart.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Okay, what else is going on?
I don't know. James remembers going on a speed awareness course.
Speed
And
awareness.
they
Is
were,
that-
I don't know, that's why I stopped. And they were watching like a hawk that we
Oh.
were paying attention. Speed, like as in speed the drug? Or as in speeding?
What's speed awareness?
Maybe it's like defensive driving.
Oh, okay.
So in the States we have defensive driving course. Maybe
yeah.
they have speed awareness course.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
That could be
maybe.
what that is.
Who's to say? Who's to say?
Who's to say? I love that I highlighted Kevin as smart.
Oh, stop.
Maybe I'll just leave it there
Stop.
so you can keep seeing that.
Now everyone's coming up with their version of the new muster drill idea. Good for you. I know. I mean, if we're all coming up with possible ideas,
I know.
you know that they're all sitting in corporate trying to figure out how they're going to handle this.
I know.
Because it's really all about shrinking the masses down to smaller groups.
And what's this say? Jason Lott said muster drill idea. Once you pass the check in, you go to in a room with 10 to 20 others and do the muster drill before
you board.
you board. The only problem with that is it's a great idea. It's an awesome idea, except right now the way that maritime law is written, you have to be on the vessel. But it could be
Things could change.
it could, but it could also be you get on board and you immediately go in to
Yeah, because I mean,
like they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, go in this.
right, because once you board, you have to get scanned to get on board. So
But see,
they could direct you.
where people are showing up for muster right now is actually where they go in an emergency. So, oh, he went to speed for a speed because he got a speeding ticket. You naughty, very naughty.
Very naughty. Shame on you.
How rude, that police officer giving you a ticket. We were watching, I'm probably ashamed to say it,
What?
but we were watching those videos. I watch them all the time, but I was forcing you to watch them where that lady got ripped out of the car.
Oh, she's been tased.
It was that we were like,
thrown to
"Good
the
for her."
ground and tased because she wouldn't sign her ticket.
Right.
That cop wasn't
I
playing.
don't know why that reminded me of it.
I know. Everybody has good ideas. So I am sure that the cruise lines are working on stuff. Laura G, after the group cruise vlog, Sean and I are looking forward to friend. Yes. Oh, I know. We got to get our video listing.
We don't got to do anything.
We do.
No, you have to get your butt in gear to do Frank. How can we do Frank Pushes Back with Kevin?
Maybe it could be a special guest.
Frank, well, that's Frank Pushes Back.
Yeah.
They're looking
Special
at Frank
guest.
Pushes Back, but do we have a Pushes Back about Encore? This
Well,
would be
you know,
more Tales from the High Seas.
Well, no. What I do is I
Actually, I have a few.
I
Frank.
have
Kevin
like
Pushes Back.
I have like a lot of typed pages of notes, and depending on the incident, it could be 70 Tales from the High Seas and 30% Frank Pushes Back. It depends on what happened.
You just got them really excited when you said 70 Tales from the High Seas.
I don't know, but that's usually what I do is I go through all of the events that happened. I read through all the notes, and then I decide this is a Tales, but this one's a Pushes Back. It depends on what it is.
Right.
Yeah. Now you know.
I agree.
Okay, it's.
I wonder if we have some new people in the room. I don't know because I can't even think about it, but we always want to remind people about what goes on with Cruising with Wheels, right? So let's go through the
Okay.
boring, dull stuff real quick, okay? So if you want to be featured as a super cruiser, which would be at the end of every Thursday's video, you simply have to email us at cruisingwithwheels@rochester.rr.com. Include the first name of each individual pictured and the ship that you were traveling on. Now, Frank has Cruise Chat.
That's right. Go to Facebook and check out Cruise Chat. Click to join. And when I see your little request, I will let you in the group. We have over 3,100 members of our Facebook Cruise Chat. So join the group.
Also, if you have a question for one of our regular Q&A sessions that we do on Thursdays, they're starting up soon, but we need your questions.
Right.
So email us at cruisingwithwheels@rochester.rr.com. We love to receive your questions and ideas for new videos. In addition to that, you can always Facebook message us on Cruising with Wheels. Sometimes we grab some questions from Cruise Chat. We're on Instagram and we're on Snapchat,
Twitter.
Twitter.
Oh, wait. The Twitter.
I always forget about the Twitter.
The Twitter.
I'm so bad at Twitter. I'm
Oh,
so bad at
gosh.
Twitter. But I've been having fun with Snapchat. It's
Have
been
you?
keeping me quite
Oh,
entertained.
thank gosh.
Anyways, so we went through all that dull, boring stuff. We always forget
I
to do
know.
that.
Thank you, Nurse Nancy. She says, I love your storytelling.
We also have a Teespring account, or Teespring store. We're wearing our orange shirts
Oh, yeah, yeah.
today. I have promised that I'm going to make some new shirts. I have lots of time, but I've been doing lots of pity party laying on the couch. Why is that?
I don't know. I don't know, but you know, we record a lot of shows, and you know, some of the shows he doesn't like, so I say they're my shows. And there are
so
some days
boring,
where
some of them.
you know there are like 6 things recorded, and 5 of them are mine, and 1 you know are his. And it's like now normally he would be at work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So when he goes, I get to watch my shows. Now he's home. He's like, is there anything on TV? I said, well, we've got 1 thing for to watch, and the rest is mine. And so I need to watch them.
I keep saying to him, I'm so sick of hearing it's my show, it's my
But
show,
like,
it's my show.
I can't be, you know, I mean, if I have to go to the office to watch or the kitchen to watch, I mean, we've got 5 TVs in the house. I need to watch my shows. I can't be with you holding your hand trying to find you something to watch. I have to maintain my schedule and watch my shows. Because, you know, this time of the year, April, May, a lot of the shows are season finaleing, and so they're wrapping up. But then I got my list of new shows that are starting, so I'm excited about that.
Right. Now, I find it interesting that Jason mentions that he wonders if some of the ships had some updates done, such as like carpeting and paint. So I know that with a lot of the lines that we've traveled and the people that we know that are still on board, they are maintaining the ships. They're constantly painting. There's always something to paint, right?
Could you imagine cruising starts up again, people get on board a ship and they're like, the carpet's crap.
Right.
This is, you know, the paint is chipped. What the heck were you people doing?
I don't think that they're probably going to spend a lot of money doing upgrades to things, but the one thing I don't want to see when I go back to cruising, and this is a big pet peeve of mine of Carnival, it's a white freaking ship and all I see is rust on the outside. It drives me insane. It drives me absolutely nuts. I'm like, okay, there's 3,000 people on this ship times $1,100 time, you know, and I'm thinking, okay, multiply that by 52 weeks, multiply, you know,
Right.
and I'm like, you can't freaking put a coat of paint on that. So I don't know, and I'm really upset that NCL. Speaking of paint,
Here we
I'm
go.
really upset at NCL that
Why?
that they painted all of the.
Oh, the gem.
Yeah, they painted all of the promenade decks They used to be painted all these
Yeah.
beautiful.
Whatever the design was on the hull.
What is that called?
Well, like the
I
interior.
want to say portrait, but it's not portrait.
Well,
And then I wanted to say sculpture, but it's not
No.
sculpture.
no, it's the like if the NCL gem it has all the different colored gems on the hull. If you go around on the outside, the promenade,
Well, they had some pretty
a
little
lot
gems
of
on.
yeah,
But they had everything. That's how I knew where I was on the ship
Right.
on the promenade, because the shopping area had little bags. The theater had little masks.
everything got whitewashed.
Oh, I was so mad when we went
Yeah.
back on that ship, and they were doing it on our cruise.
Right, right.
And I'm like, oh
We're
my god.
rolling away, and we're like, what are we on a hospital ship? This is whitewashing it. We didn't like it, and we said so loudly.
Yes, we told them we did not like it. And then I tweeted, I did not like it. And then I when I spoke with Andy, I told him, I do not like it. Now Andy's not there anymore, but
You upset him. He left.
he probably left because I upset him.
Oh my God. Okay. We are almost at 4:45.
Mural!
Mural.
That's what it
God.
is.
Oh, thank God we got that out. You would have been driving me nuts all night. Okay, we're going to need to wind down. It's almost 4:45, and we're going to need to get to the puppies and think about dinner, and of course have some more Tim Tams later.
$3,
We'll be
Walmart.
addicted. Oh my God, we're going to be
I think
addicted.
I have
This
a
is bad.
trip to Walmart in my
This is
future.
this is
I have
bad.
masks. So I'm
Yes.
wearing masks when I go out.
Yes.
I have, well, I don't know, should we tell them, or are they going to come to our house and raid us? So I have a mask that I got at my doctor's office because I had to check on my mom, and I just wanted to be protected and to protect
No,
her.
he told you, come to the
Yeah.
office. I'm giving you a mask so you could wear it before you go see your mom.
But a few days ago, Frank found gold. He found N95 masks
I did.
that
I
we
was
bought when we were doing renovations.
right because he was saying, we're listening to the TV about bandanas, and I said, we have 2 bandanas.
Right.
We bought a lot of stuff as props for a Cruising with Wheels, and I said there are 2 unopened packages of bandanas in the basement. So go to the basement. Aren't there on the shelf with all our tools and stuff a package of N95 3M masks that we had and never used during the renovation because we renovated the whole house.
So we are prepared for the apocalypse.
So yeah, so we have those, and some of them were used. I think two were used, and I think there's 2 left in the package. But then you have your doctor's mask,
Right.
And I'm gonna get
Frank's making
and
masks.
I'm probably gonna make some masks as I get my sewing machine out, and follow the YouTube videos on how to make a cloth mask, because on the old, I've got the
You should make
elastic.
a video for our subscribers.
Watch me on my sewing
I could
machine.
never get it out fast enough.
I know. Oh my God. Anyways, we need to wind down so we can get going. It's been great having you all with us. Just 107 people in the room.
I know. I want to thank everybody
I
for
know.
hanging out with us today. I saw in the room that a couple of people always have cocktails with us, and Kelly had said that they always plan to have dinner with us, so that's
Right.
enjoyable. We should do that one time. We should have like a pizza party or a dinner
Right.
or something. So you'll have to make something.
I'll have to make something. Okay.
And I know they're all dying for a Frank's Cooking Corner. Maybe we can make that rice pie happen.
Well, maybe.
Or maybe we could do a Frank's Cooking Corner with special guest Kevin, because I do know how to cook. I made meatloaf.
Yes,
this
you
week.
did. I said to him, I can't do the meatloaf. I'm exhausted.
I said, I'm doing it
I
then.
can't keep my eyes open. I said, find something else to eat. I said, I'll make the meatloaf tomorrow. And then he was like, oh, I make the meatloaf.
No, I'll make it. And
And I
then
said-
you know what I kept hearing from from the family room? I kept hearing, are you following that recipe?
Well, no,
Until finally I screamed at him, yes, I'm following my recipe. That's the recipe.
Well, no, your
you
answer
use.
was when you asked me something, I said, You're following the recipe? And you said, yeah, kinda. Well, I don't like that answer when he says, yeah, kinda. Kinda doesn't mean you are.
Because
But
you
no,
don't have to always follow a recipe strict.
well, in my stage of life, I need to have it in front
Well,
of me.
I don't cook that way sometimes.
But anyway, so he made his mashed potatoes. And did you make the peas? Did you heat up the
I
peas?
made peas
He'd
and
heat up
mashed
the peas.
potatoes and gravy.
So
and
he was all happy to have
Yep.
his little meatloaf dinner. Good for you.
I wonder what's for dinner tonight.
Who the heck knows? I don't even want to think about it. But anyways,
Pizza night.
we gotta get going.
It's live stream night, so it's
So
pizza
I was
night.
hoping for Chinese.
Oh, Chinese. Maybe.
Uh-oh. The battle of the dinner is coming up. What will we have?
All right. So we will catch you later.
Yeah, we'll catch you all later. Everybody be safe,
Be safe.
be distant,
Be distant.
and wear a mask if you need to wear a mask.
And when you get back to cruising and traveling the world, we want to remind everybody to
Always travel safe.
and cruise often. Bye-bye.